I look so oily. Maybe it's because I just covered my face with oil. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Bitch Bible Podcast. Today, I am so excited. I am joined by one of your favorite guests. It's just me. Don't worry, everybody. People are very polarized when I have guests. I think we've all gotten into such a rhythm of me just talking to myself, ranting and raving endlessly with, ragey tidbits for 10 years that, like, when I have a guest, it really throws people off. So you're welcome. It's just me. If you're watching the video, I apologize. I look like one of those endangered seals that was, stuck in an oil field because I have been slathering my face with oil. Me and Andrew, when I say we got into a fight, it's never a consensual fight. It is just a one-sided fight where I'm just screaming into an abyss and then I get a kiss on the forehead and he just exits stage left. We're getting ready to go to Newport for the weekend and I'm all packed. We got the Jolly Jumper in the car, ready to rumble. And I hear the familiar spritz of an overpriced toner. And I look into the bathroom and Andrew is on my side of the bathroom and he's got all my skincare out. And she is dabbing those under eyes. She is spraying that toner. She is applying those stem cells. I said, Andrew, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, what? You don't use this toner. I said, I use all of those toners. He's like, well, then you didn't pack it, so you don't use it. I said, Andrew, I like to fucking alternate, okay? I don't want my epidermis to get into a familiar rhythm. Speaking of familiar rhythm, I'm sick and tired of sharing with you. I have to share everything with you. And that really is the struggle with marriage. It's the sharing day after day. What's mine is yours and what's yours is mine. That is bullshit. We need to rewrite marital history. It's not okay. I have sacrificed my tits, my vagina, my body carrying our child into the world. Can I have my overpriced, non-FDA approved stem cells without having to fucking share with you? Everything. He uses my hair masks. He's using my products. He's putting his meaty little paws in my fucking eye cream, using it. And he goes, I thought it was a sample. I said, no, bitch. It's like $8 million an ounce. And you just slathered the whole fucking thing all over your goddamn face. You didn't even read what it was for. I could cry because I'm so upset about it. Like, I could cry. The tears are on the tip of the retina. I said, Andrew, we've been together, 13 years now? I am so genuinely sick and tired of sharing things with you, okay? Sharing my space, sharing my food, sharing my products, sharing my charisma, sharing my time, sharing my son, sharing my house, my bed, my sofa, my DVR, the television. I'm sick and tired of it. And I said, Andy, what am I getting out of this deal? Which is, I am like mid-menstrual cycle, so I'm just like a little bit on the fritz. And he goes, love and affection. I looked him dead in the eye. I said, Andrew, to know me is to love me, and affection is over fucking rated. And he just came, gave me a little kiss on the cheek, had a gay old chuckle, and left the room. And I was like, honestly, that is why I married him. But God, it's annoying sometimes. Do you ever just wake up and you're like, maybe I'll just pack the kid up and leave the country and like be a monk for 6 months. I'm sick and tired of socializing, of talking, of razzle dazzling, but here I go. Oh my God. Speaking of trouble in paradise, I was so excited. A couple weeks ago, someone sent me a Reddit thread. I do not Reddit. I don't read it on Reddit. Oh, Andrew, excuse you. Andrew? Oh, yeah, no big. No big deal. Just recording. Yeah. He goes, sorry. I will cut his fucking brake cables. He's being so nice to me lately, and it's having the opposite effect. Speaking of trouble in paradise, we're circling it back. Somebody sent me a comment on Reddit that there was a rumor that Andrew and I were on the fritz. Ugh, God, a girl could goddamn dream, because he didn't come to New York with me, and I wasn't wearing my wedding ring. I haven't really been wearing it because I will show you on camera. I have like blistering from sodium retention. So I took all my rings off to give my phalanges a little break. And people are like, I just heard some things. Like, where? From me? Because it's so not true. But can you imagine? Talk about a resurgence of the Bitch Bible podcast. If Andrew and I were having legit marital troubles and I divulged them on this podcast, Trouble in Paradise Part 1, 2, and 3, I mean, it would be honestly fun, but unfortunately, it's just not true. He's just, I don't know what's wrong with him. It's definitely like mommy hits me energy. I don't understand why, but the bitchier I get, the more into me he is. It's really true. I don't know what the fuck's going on, and it's not of the times, and it's not really enjoyable to talk about your happy home life, but we kind of just like each other. I mean, he really does annoy me so badly. Like, I can't even explain the way he chews, the way he breathes, the way he blinks. It's only for like a few days out of the month where I just like really close my eyes and envision what my life would be like if he got like locked up in prison or, you know, went into a wife-induced coma just for like a few weeks just to give me a break. It's so annoying coordinating meals too. You know what I mean? Like, but I had Mediterranean food for lunch, so we can't have it for dinner. And I'm like, why are you always striking cuisines off my list? And now I just don't ask anymore. This is awful. This is a terrible intro. Let's talk about something I also don't care about. Benifer. Is Benifer bye-bye forever? We don't know. We don't care. I had this moment, and I know this sounds like I'm really, really just doing a lot of complaining, but we're going to lighten up the mood. I'm in a weird post-menstrual funk, so we just have to ride the wave together. If you want me to be all rainbows and sunshine and not be living my authentic, truest self, I'll just fucking get a guest, but I'm in a bad mood this week. I am so deeply oversaturated with social media, with TikTok. Don't we feel like everything is becoming the same? Everyone looks the same. Everyone sounds the same. I don't care about the 12-step skincare routine. Here's another lukewarm tickety take. I don't think anybody needs more than a 3-step skincare routine. Mine is 3 steps, morning and night. When you are globbing on all those products, you're just creating more of a barrier. You're clogging your pores. It's too many ingredients, okay, like Teresa Giudice would say. And I look at these girls, all filtered, as they apply the toner, the peeling pad, the micro enzymes, the vitamin C, the hyaluronic acid, the eye patches, the oils, the serums, the other serums, the moisturizers, the top coat, the salicylic acid. It's too many things. Keep it simple. Keep your skin clean most of the time, okay? Wash your face well. You know, maybe you hit it with some type of a peel pad once in a while, okay? Oils are great. Vitamin C is great. A hyaluronic acid is great. We don't need all of it all the time. I kind of alternate. What did I do this morning? I dove into my product bins because I am out of my gel cleanser by Rhonda Allison. I had a Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta cleanser that I like a whole lot. I think it really does the job. Also, Botox is really great for the skin. We don't talk about it enough. You want the snap? You want the sheen? Botox. I did a cleanser. I used some of, what's it called? A BioCell spray by Lemieux. I used a Sonia Dakar Omega oil that I really like. And then I hit it with some Neogenesis Intensive Moisturizer. That's it, folks. Tonight, I'll wash my face. I'll do some stem cells and a deep hydrating moisturizer. That's it, folks. Too many things. Don't take skincare tips from bitches with a filter. Don't fucking do it. If I leave you with one morsel of wisdom on this planet is to don't take advice from people less successful than you. And success it's a broad term. You know, if they're not showing you what their skin looks like, raw, HD, don't listen to them. Everyone's getting paid for everything these days. Trust no one. Everything is just melding into a version of the same fucking thing. I am more enticed by Hannah Ann's football-shaped pimento cheese dip than, you know, your lip of the moment. Your liner lip gloss triage that you love so much. I don't care about that because it's all the same thing. I really want to delete my Instagram for 1 month just before Leo season and then pop the fuck off. But I can't. I won't. But I think about it. I dream of it. I'm so bored. Speaking of bored, Bennifer, do we care? This is a tale as old as time, okay? If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, you're a cunt. That doesn't really apply for this relationship, but it's always been on the fritz. You can't change people. So if it didn't work 10 years ago, it's probably not going to work now. This is what I see for J-Lo, and this is what I see for Ben Affleck. I think in a picture-perfect world, okay, yes, they would reunite 10 years later. It was love lost, this, that, the other thing. They're just not compatible. You know what I mean? Ben Affleck has a bald eagle tattooed on his back, loves a Dunkin' Donuts and a flannel shirt. J-Lo is hawking everything under the sun, says no to nothing, okay? She wants to be in a bedazzled catsuit on every red carpet with a weave, just glowing and performing and living for those lights. And that's why we love J-Lo. People are really turning on Jennifer Lopez, and I would like to go on record and say that I would take a bullet for Jennifer Lopez. I fucking love her. People say that she appropriates her upbringing and her culture and, is often referencing the Bronx and where she's just a Bronx girl and this, that, the other thing. Let her have it. Let her be Jenny from the block. Who fucking cares? Who hurt you? Why are you so triggered by that? It's her origin story. Let it ride, okay? Let her hawk Dolola. She went for years and years saying, I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. But alas, here's a spritz with my name on it. Is it annoying? In theory, yes. But for whatever reason, I always forgive J-Lo. Perhaps it's because she gave us Selena, which is, you want to talk about an Oscar snub? I love Selena, okay? I think she gave the performance of her lifetime in Selena. There. Now we've said it. And now we've said it, okay? They're not going to make it. Trouble in Paradise. That is the name of this episode. It's just they don't want the same things. And Jennifer's not going to change. Ben Affleck's not going to change. They need to just consciously uncouple and move on with their lives. J-Lo, get back on tour. Ben, move back to Boston. Find a local gal who loves her flannels, a little bit younger, not too young, and just live the simple life with a Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. And, he feels on the brink. When he was on that roast for Tom Brady and he came out, he looks like he wants to headbutt his face through a fucking window for fun. And that's not a happy home life. So I say, Ben, kick it to Boston. J-Lo, get a Vegas residency and let's just call it a wash. Ooh, I am excited about this sponsor because I have tried it and baby likey. I have tried every single melatonin, CBD, herbal remedy bullshit under the sun, and nothing has worked even remotely as well as CB Distillery. I started taking their CBD gummies a couple weeks ago, and not only am I sleeping like a baby, but I'm less achy, less stressed out, and just all around feeling so much better. I literally threw out every other pill in my medicine cabinet, and let me tell you, they're pretty lengthy. CB Distillery's targeted formulations are made from the highest quality clean ingredients. No fluff, no fillers, just pure, effective CBD solutions designed to help support your health. You can tell the difference. This stuff is the creme de la creme in terms of quality. In 2 non-clinical surveys, 81% of customers experienced more calm, 80% said CBD helped with pain after physical activity, and an impressive 90% said they slept better with CBD. Well, duh. If I had known that it was this easy to live a healthy, balanced life, I would have made the change years ago, honey. And with over 2 million customers and a 100% money-back guarantee, CBD Distillery is the source to trust. I have a 20% discount to get you started. Visit cbdistillery.com and use code BitchBible for 20% off. That is cbdistillery.com, code BitchBible, cbdistillery.com. Okay, I am such a massive fan of Gabi Dalkin. I have been following her website, What's Gabi Cooking, for years. Her recipes are truly superior. I say this as a fan and a friend. The recipes are easy, they're gorgeous, they're healthy. So when I found out she was releasing a grilling cookbook, I had to get my hands on it. Okay, in 2023, there were 120 new grilling cookbooks published, and not a single one was written by a woman. Gabi's here to shake things up, whether it is your first time grilling or you're a seasoned pro. What's Gabi Cooking, Grilling All the Things, this summer's hottest cookbook, will help you take the party al fresco, honey. From grilling the perfect steak to cedar plank fish to pizza, fruits, veggies, and everything in between, What's Gabi Cooking, Grilling All the Things features 100 brand new recipes to make this the best summer of your life. Plus, Gabi reveals her secrets for marinating, spicing, and grilling anything you can think of. As much as I love cooking, I've never been much of a grill gal, but Gabi has made this so easy. She's provided so many tips and tricks in this book that make it so approachable. This is a must-get cookbook. It's such a great hostess gift as well. It's going to make any home cook look like a pro. Ordinary ingredients become rave-worthy recipes with Gabi's touch. Buy your copy of this summer's hottest cookbook, What's Gabi Cooking, Grilling All the Things, available everywhere that books are sold. I need everyone to find a comfortable seated position, close the drapes, hold on to your labias, and listen the fuck up, because I am about to tell you something that is both so deeply embarrassing, so humiliating. Jackie, it could get worse, but alas, Kendra, it can. I need you to just disregard the first 13 minutes of this podcast, okay? I was circling the drain. I was broken. I was empty. The well hath run dry. And then, by some grace of Jesus Cristo, RuPaul, and Bethany Frankel, I was given the gift and curse of a treasured hidden memory that I have locked up in my subconscious for 16 years now, and only had the harsh realization on Saturday afternoon at 2:12 p.m. sitting out at my aunt's house in Newport Beach. Coincidentally, decided to go to Newport Beach to spend time with family the same weekend as the fucking MAGA convention, which was very, very unfortunate. I do not need to see one puffy bitch in a bedazzled Make America Great trucker hat with a crossbody bag and a fucking pedal pusher ever again. I mean, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm driving down, there's crazy traffic. There's all these people with the flags and the merch and the hats and the flags and the neo-Nazi energy. And I'm looking around, I'm like, what the fuck? I was embarrassed to be like at a crosswalk. I'm like, I got to keep the lights on in this place. Antique mirror tiles are a fortune. I can't be in the same zip code as this situation, but I got gridlocked in. I was like in the witness protection program all fucking weekend. Anywho, that's a whole other story. I've got actually 3 confessions moving forward. Let's start with the big bomb drop. I say this to you coming from the most honest, genuine, authentic place. I thought that I had no secrets, and I've really put myself on a pedestal of transparency. And I would like to step down from that platform for just a second because there is a secret that I have been harboring and hiding and fully blocked out for years and years and years. And when I was talking to my sister about this, I had to like really remove myself from the equation and take accountability for a darker time in my life, which was around the year 2008. I was senior year in high school and kind of knew that that's not where I would do my best work. You know, I really actively did not want to peak in high school, and I'm still waiting for that peak to happen, but high school was rough for me. Not because I was, being bullied or I would never wear that card. I don't like when people say they were bullied in high school who were clearly not bullied in high school. Well-intentioned teasing is not bullying, and we really need to decipher the two because I think it's just a little pick-me energy to say that you were bullied in high school. I was not bullied in high school, and I did no bullying except to Max and my sister. So back in the day, the year was 2008, it wasn't cool to not be good in school. And the only thing that I was hyper insecure about, and dare I say borderline pathological, was about my academic achievements because my group of friends was a high achieving group. Not only did everybody excel scholastically, everyone had a thing, okay? So everybody, whether it was band or sports or water polo or tennis or student government, like everybody that I was close to did great in school, had, college plans, exciting ones to brag about, and also excelled extracurricularly. I did not have any micro shrivel of success in that point in my life. Chutzpah for days. Charisma like you couldn't believe. I mean, a clavicle that could cut a bitch. But, no future plans. I didn't have a destination, a roadmap, goals, dreams. Still don't, okay? Consistent as ever. So I couldn't really confide in my friends, my family. I had no one to kind of be honest about my standing at that point in time. I was terrible in class. I was a terrible student. I had little to no interest. I wasn't good at sports. I got kicked out of student government. I slayed as the mascot when I would dress up as the lightning bolt and, fucking shake my tits on the side of the football field. But, got kicked out of student council. Just didn't really have a game plan for the next step. It was so painfully delulu, as the kids say, that I just was kind of very confident that something was going to work out. And not really. It was definitely a defense mechanism at the time. But I was deeply insecure, embarrassed, and guarded with that aspect of my life because it wasn't cool. Also, it would have been chic if I was, had a drug problem, substance abuse, anorexia, something, that would make sense for why I was failing so miserably. But it really just came down to just lack of work ethic. Ding, ding, ding. Still true. So senior year was rough. Everyone was off doing their next chapter, exciting things ahead. And I'd be lucky if I was able to become a high-class escort at that point in time. Didn't have a troubled home life. There was just no excuse for me to be such a degenerate. So senior year, this is so crazy that not one person knew this until 24 hours ago. Senior year, I couldn't even go off campus for lunch. That's how bad my grades were. I was revoked privileges as an upperclassman because I did not have the grades to qualify, and I gave little to no fucks. I'm genuinely, Okay. First of all, I would just like to say, if you are related to me or know my father and you fucking narc on me, I will come to your house and I will kill you. So please, let's keep this between us because I'm still, even as I'm saying it, my throat is closing up. After this is done, I will officially have no secrets, and that's going to really free me from a lot of inner turmoil. So, okay. The day before graduation, my senior year of high school, I get called into the principal's office, and I had previously been in student council, got kicked out because my grades were so bad. So I had some micro shrivel of a rapport with administration. They call me in, they say, Jackie, we're sorry, but you can't walk at graduation tomorrow because you do not have enough credits to graduate. You don't have enough credits to, get your diploma. Therefore, you cannot attend graduation ceremony. I immediately turn into Meryl Streep, put on the waterworks, start just throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping something will stick. I'm depressed. I can't. I've had a rough year. I had a breakup in September. All the things. Anything I could fucking think of. I'm like, Mr. Mizell, please, you have to let me walk. God, it's so dusty. I'm sorry. By the way, if you can hear jackhammers and tile cutting in the background, I'm very sorry. This fucking powder room is bleeding me goddamn dry. Okay, it's been 3 weeks. And what was supposed to be a simple like wham bam thank you Pam is now the Taj Mahal, and there's particles everywhere, the fumes, the grout. Actually, humble brag, no grout lines, baby, but there's a lot of things like in my nose and my brain. And also I'm going into anaphylaxis because I can't believe I have to say this out loud, and I can't believe that I've buried this for 15 years in the inner workings of my subconscious, and now I have to say it out loud. And as I start to say it more and more, my throat gets a little tighter and tighter. So I'm in the principal's office and I am begging and pleading, and I'm saying, listen, my parents, okay, they know that I'm graduating allegedly by the skin of my fucking teeth. Okay, they have brought my third cousins, my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles, anyone with a pulse, okay, has a ticket to this ceremony. My parents have a private rafter, okay, for the guests. We've got 76 tickets on the line. They've got a reservation at the Macaroni Grill, party of 47. Like, there's no way I can't walk in this graduation. Like, my parents will send me to a kibbutz and disown me. And for some reason, my parents were colossally hands-off during the entirety of my adolescence. My sister had so many issues that they were really hyper-focused. They're like, Jackie, don't be a whore, don't be a drug addict, and just don't be a pain in the ass. And I really, I observed all of those regulations, okay? So as long as I got to put on a midi dress and a sensible wedge and walk up on the stage and get some form of a diploma and, give them a little kickball change and a wave and then have my rosemary focaccia at the Macaroni Grill, and my parents can pretend that they did a good job with me for 45 minutes, it's all we needed as a family, right? So I am begging, I'm pleading, I'm saying, Mr. Mizell, like, I will enroll in summer school. I'll redo senior year. I'll do full-time summer school and submit my grades, and then I can get my diploma. But please, please, please let me walk. I was also his grandson's summertime camp counselor, so I had a little bit of wiggle room there, and I was just working the system, okay? So he says, all right, you can participate in the ceremony, but you cannot receive your diploma until you submit your summer school grades. And I said, absolutely. Language arts, math, social studies, science. I got you, girly. I'm enrolled. Showed him that I was enrolling, blah, blah, blah. Real, just hanging on for dear life. Here's the thing. I was hired as the special activities director at my local neighborhood summertime day camp for a whopping paycheck of $8.50 an hour, which at the time was kind of my most lucrative bet moving forward, considering that I was enrolled in a community college in, the Central Coast and had no aspirations, dreams, or direction. So the fact that I got a paying gig to, teach children jazzercise, tape them to the carpet, and, lose them at an amusement park, that was kind of the light at the end of the tunnel. So I actually never attended summer school senior year, and therefore I technically do not have sufficient credits to classify as a high school graduate. Therefore, I am not a high school graduate. And I only had this epiphany on Saturday in Newport Beach at 2:12 p.m. over a carne asada taco. And when that reality hit me, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I am white. I am full rosacea chest rash. Here's the worst part. Not one person roaming the planet knew. I mean, up until yesterday, obviously, I've told 413 people, and my housekeeper took it, and she's got some flashcards she's going to bring over tomorrow night. We're going to practice a little bit because I didn't graduate high school. Because my tits hang low down to my ankles, finding a bra that works for me is a nightmare. Luckily, I found Honeylove, which has truly revolutionized the bra game. Say goodbye to underwire without sacrificing lift. Honeylove's bras feature supportive bonding that eliminates the need for uncomfortable wires. I, hand to God, love these bras. If you have not tried them, you need to stop listening to this and run, don't walk, and load up your goddamn carts. So the bras have this supportive bonding that just eliminate the need for wires. So they have such a wide range of sizes and caters to the diverse needs of all women. So those with the small boobs, lucky, finally have a bra that doesn't keep riding up or needing to be pulled down. And those with bigger tits, hello, can finally have a bra that is supportive, comfortable, and keeps the girls in place. Like a perfect shape, not a bra that you are dying to whip off at the end of the day. It is time to spring clean your bra drawer. For a limited time only, you can get Honeylove on sale. Get 20% off your entire order with our exclusive link, honeylove.com/Bible. Support our show and check them out at honeylove.com/Bible. The fabric is so soft, beyond, like a second skin. Honeylove is not just supporting women, it's empowering women. Treat yourself to the best bras on the market and save 20% off at honeylove.com/Bible. Use our exclusive link at honeylove.com/Bible. Make sure you let them know that I sent you. Honeys, you deserve this. Free the pain and discomfort. Keep the support with Honeylove. Okay, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that I had a baby. Oh my God, Jackie, did you have a baby? I'm the first person to ever do it. And you'll also notice, especially if you're looking at this video, that the hairline is full. It is flourishing. And I attribute that entirely to Nutrafol. Okay. Warm weather is around the corner. And unfortunately, that brings so many outdoor activities, happy hours after work, weekend hikes, pool parties, or for me, running around the valley, offering sexual favors for Calcutta tile. With all that time spent in the sun, we are often not thinking about what it's doing to our hair. There's never been a better time to start taking Nutrafol. Keep your hair healthy this summer, doy. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement with over 1 million people seeing thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding. Everyone's root causes of hair thinning are different. A one-size-fits-all approaches to hair growth just doesn't cut it. Nutrafol has multiple formulas that are tailored to give your hair what it needs to grow throughout different life stages, such as postpartum and menopause, as well as for different lifestyles like plant-based diets. Physician formulated with drug-free ingredients. ingredients, Nutrafol's supplements support healthy hair growth from within by targeting root causes of thinning, including stress, hormones, environment, nutrition, lifestyle, and metabolism as they evolve throughout a woman's life. With Nutrafol, building hair growth routine is simple. Purchase online, no prescription required, free shipping, and automated deliveries ensure you'll never miss a day. See results in 3 to 6 months. Get results you can run your fingers through. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code BIBLE. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code BIBLE. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code BIBLE. I didn't graduate high school. My name is Jackie Schimmel, and I didn't fucking graduate high school. Do you know someone that hasn't graduated high school? I didn't graduate high school. 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 I am not a high school graduate, which is fucking insane because one of my favorite songs is Third Eye Blind, Graduate. Can I graduate? I jam that song all day, every day. It's on every single one of my playlists. And I think unconsciously, I like that fucking song because I know deep down that I didn't graduate high school. And no one in my family knows. I told my sister yesterday. I told Max an hour and a half ago. No one could fucking believe it. I told Andrew, the color drained from his face. He's like, I know a kid with one tooth on meth, okay? And one leg, and they graduated high school, okay? They lived under a bridge. Like, how did you not graduate high school? How did my parents not have follow-up questions? How did I bury this so deep that not only I legitimately have not thought about this for 15 fucking years. It's like I took a silent oath where I looked myself in the mirror and I said, listen, you dumb fucking cunt, we're not going to tell a soul. You did not graduate. You do not have the credits. You're going to walk on that stage. I got an empty little leather booklet with no diploma. No diploma. So all the while, I've been bragging about this 1.8 GPA. Ding, ding, ding. I didn't graduate high school. I didn't graduate high school. I am not a high school graduate. And so here's the thing. I now have this resurfaced humiliation and embarrassment factor because even though I'm so far away from it, I consider myself, not in layman's terms, but a successful human being. I have a beautiful family. I have a home. I have a career. I have solid friendships. I also have a very, very transparent, honest existence these days, okay? I can't tell a lie about anything. And maybe that's because I've been sitting on something so deeply shameful that I have to be 100% painfully transparent 99.9% of the time. I do not lie. It is, me and my sister were talking about this way back when in high school. I lied about fucking everything, but it was because I was protecting this deep-rooted insecurity. I was like, yeah, I'm going to SC third semester admissions. They're like, Jackie, you can't go to Taco Bell at lunch. Like, I'm pretty sure you didn't get into USC. And I just told everyone, yeah, I'm just taking a leap year. Yeah, UCLA. It was a different time. You could enroll in a community college without a high school diploma. Also, I was enrolled in cooking class, sewing. It was hardly scholastic. It wasn't like I had some academic curriculum at the local community college. I barely fucking went. I went one day and I thought, you know what's better? Staying at home, going to Food for Less, trying to get, ugly fraternity brothers to pick up a meal or two, watching the Barefoot Contessa, and, starting The Office season 1. That's what I did when I was 18 years old. I wasn't attending any form of a class. Consistency. But not one person. My best friend didn't know. My sister didn't know. My parents didn't know. Nobody fucking knew that I technically did not graduate high school. And it has rocked me to my core. So last night, in my downward spiral, I start Googling how I could get my GED. And more importantly, how I could cheat to pass the GED exam. Here's the problem. You have to do it in person, or you can do it online, but it has to be with a live proctor via webcam. So I started troubleshooting this. if I wear an earpiece and have my assistant Josh off camera, okay, feeding me information, maybe I could finagle a passing grade that way. Or do I put the work in for the first time in my entire life, run some flashcards, and do the damn thing? This is what I did last night. I made a gorgeous martini, okay, some truffle potato chips for sustenance. I sat down in my living room and I did a GED practice test. Humble brag, passed the math portion and passed the language arts portion of the GED exam. It was timed, it was stressful, I was panicked, but I'm feeling somewhat optimistic. Here's the kicker. Social studies and science. I think that's going to ultimately be my downfall. Here's my other debacle. Do I or do I not tell my father? I do think that we are far enough removed from the situation, and being that I am financially independent with perfect credit, that he will not be upset. And I think he'll think it's funny, but I'm not entirely confident in the outcome. So here's what I'm thinking. Next weekend, I am hosting Father's Day. Just to lighten the mood, I make him a beautiful spicy margarita, okay? I make a gorgeous meal. My powder room is done. The lighting is perfection. I buy him a beautiful, perhaps a J. Strong water frame, okay? Or maybe he lives on the beach. Maybe something mother of pearl, a little seashell to boot. And I present him both my predicament and a present. So if I tell him, Dad, sit down, I have to tell you something. I did not graduate college. Cue third eye blind. Can I graduate? Or vitamin C. As we go on. But then immediately rectify the situation with a framed certificate of my GED. Maybe it will eliminate the deception, the 15 years of deception. What are we thinking? I think that's a good Father's Day. One for the books. Can we all just take a fucking moment to process what I've just divulged, what I've just trauma dumped on you on this hellacious Tuesday morning? My name is Jackie Schimmel, and I didn't graduate high school. It just gets worse. I was hyperflexing with that 1.8 GPA. Alas, I mean, I can't. It's like insanely mortifying, but it is also insanely true. This is not a bit. This isn't shtick. This isn't content. This is fucking diabolically insane. It's crazy that I forgot, or that I just buried it so deep that I was like, this did not happen, Jackie. It's insane that when I have to check a box, I've been checking high school graduate. Sometimes I said graduate. Can I graduate? As we go on, we remember you're a loser and a hater. I didn't graduate high school. I'm 72 hours out from my epiphany, and I'm just at a loss of words, probably because I don't have a great vocabulary because I didn't graduate high school. My excuse for everything moving forward is that I didn't graduate high school. Did I tell everybody at Gelson's yesterday? Yes. Did I tell strangers on the street? I'm literally driving through my neighborhood with my windows down. I'm like, I didn't graduate high school, because now I can't have this information. I can't wear it anymore. I have redesigned my neural pathways to be so 100% honest about everything that it's almost off-putting. And by almost, I mean entirely off-putting. So the fact that now I have had this secret, I mean, I talked about my abortion, okay? I've talked about everything, quite literally zero secrets. And now that I've had this one for so long and I genuinely didn't remember, okay, here's my second secret. And I'm going to make Megan King Edmonds about me. Megan King Edmonds went on Instagram this weekend and very manically posted stories about her dog. First, there was one where she had a bird's nest. And you're talking to someone who didn't graduate college and also has a crippling bird phobia. She had a nest of little baby birds, and she was posting videos of these little baby birds in their nests and narrating it as such that she wanted a bird of prey or other animals to come eat the baby birds so that she didn't have to deal with it. Which is like, okay, like, feel your feelings. Listen, every time I see a dead crow in the street or like roadkill in the form of a, rat with wings, aka bird, I get like a little heart pang in a good way. I get a little tingle in my vagina because it's one less rat in the sky. But like, I'm not promoting that. And I certainly would never go on Instagram stories and broadcast the fact that I hope that these innocent little baby birds get, taken up by a fucking hawk or something, or a hyena. Like, that's insane. And if she doesn't have a bird phobia, that's double insane. I wouldn't even say that. I would feel bad for those little baby birds. I mean, the second they started flapping their goddamn wings and became full-grown pigeons. Here's the thing about pigeons. You ever seen a baby pigeon? No. You know why? Because they're drones from the government. That's a whole other thing. And they have facial recognition. Pigeons have facial recognition, and you're not scared of them. But like an innocent little bird's nest, and you're going rogue on Instagram being like, I hope another animal comes and gobbles these up. We eat eggs. What's the difference? Fertilization and just like, I don't know, public decency. I don't know. Like, are you okay? Blink twice if you're okay, Megan King Edmonds. I could have predicted this slippery behavior just based on the fact that she wore so many goddamn headbands. And let's talk about the, whose party was it? Oh, it was Tamra Judge's. It was the reunion party that Heather and Shannon threw for Tamra after she won her weightlifting competition or whatever. And she had all the donuts and the cake and the hot dogs and the burgers and all the junk food at Shannon Bedord's rental house. And Megan King Edmonds comes in like a half up, half down messy bun with a floral midi dress and like red fishnet tights. Between the red fishnet tights and the headbands, like, I knew that something was awry. So first she posts that video about, broadcasting that she wants the baby birds to be eaten. Then she posts a video of her dog attacking a baby squirrel and then panning up to the mother squirrel, like watching. I was humiliated in Times Square. I did leave this out of the episode because I thought it was in poor taste. But now that I've upped my security system, I think it's okay. I sauntered into Gucci, as a lady does, and I just needed to buy something. In moments of despair, I turn to retail therapy. It is my coping mechanism. After I found out that I re-found out that I wasn't a college, can I graduate? I went to an antique store and I bought a Rogue cane side table. I have nowhere to put it, but I was like, I just need this to be the day that I found this vintage end table and not the day that I realized that I did not graduate high school. Similarly, I needed the day that I sat in Times Square with a crowd staring into a digital abyss, not to be the day that I humiliated myself in Times Square like a self-involved loser. I needed it to be the day that I bought a lizard mesh purse. So, it's been getting some negative feedback. I think I can write this off now. Do we need the lizards? I'd like to think that this was a roadkill lizard that had an affinity for glamour, and she died doing what she loved, and now she lives on in the form of a beautiful, perfectly named, crystal embellished Gucci Jackie bag. So I did not graduate high school. I do have a new purse that is made of lizard skin, and I'm really fucking sorry. I will make a donation to the lizard community. Call me Lizzie McGuire. Listen, I may be terrible at starting new healthy habits, but I found that even if I can't hit all of my health goals, I can certainly force my dog to, and that feels almost just as good. The Farmer's Dog makes feeding real healthy dog food easy and convenient, and your dog will absolutely love it. We switched Leo and Richard over to the Farmer's Dog years ago, and I can't tell you the worlds of difference. It honestly feels like Leo has a new lease on life, okay? He's like a new dog. His coat is shinier, his breath is better, his digestive system is rocking, okay? And honestly, I couldn't recommend it more for any dog at any life stage. The Farmer's Dog makes and delivers fresh, healthy dog food right to your door. It is developed by vets, nutritionally balanced, and made from real meat and veggies to the safety standards of human food. So, if you've ever had the freaky little urge to try your pet's food, now's your chance, okay? Plus, they send the pre-portioned dog food specifically for your dog based on their unique nutritional needs. So it's so easy to help your dog maintain their ideal weight. And dogs at a healthy weight can live up to 2.5 years longer. Get 50% off your first box of fresh, healthy food at thefarmersdog.com/Bible. Plus, you're going to get free shipping. Just go to thefarmersdog.com/Bible to get 50% off. That is thefarmersdog.com/Bible. This week's episode is also sponsored by BetterHelp. God, I love this company. Andrew is currently actually on a Zoom call with his BetterHelp licensed therapist. I said, Andy, have you ever heard of BetterHelp? He's like, no, baby cakes. I'm like, well, honey, you're welcome. Here you go. Stop dumping on me. Am I right? So now that we're in June, I think it's, the perfect time pre-Leo season just to reflect on seasons past. Where are we at? Okay. How are you doing with your boundaries? Are you, committed to your health and wellness? Like, let's take pause and rejig the format. Okay. When life goes so fast, it is important to take a moment to celebrate your wins and make adjustments for the rest of the year. Therapy is such a great way for you to take stock of your progress, set achievable goals for the next 6 months, and also not be that annoying girl at a brunch just trauma dumping on your girlfriends. Nobody likes that. It's summertime, Katie. Make sure that you visit betterhelp.com/bitchbible. You're going to get 10% off your first month. BetterHelp is just the best place to start if you are looking to better yourself and your mental health. It is entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire, and BetterHelp will match you with a licensed therapist. It is that easy. You can also switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Once again, visit betterhelp.com/bitchbible today to get 10% off your first month. That is BetterHelp, HELP.com/bitchbible. And what is my third secret? Actually, I don't think I have a third secret. I don't know why. I felt like there was one on the horizon. Maybe we'll just save that as a cliffhanger for next week. Although I don't really think I can top the fact that I didn't graduate from fucking high school. It's just a lot to process. Let's talk about Bennifer. You know who I don't give 1/8 of a fuck about? Did I already talk about this in the first 13 minutes? I can't remember. I don't care about Bennifer. I don't care about them. I think I already talked about it. You guys, I've had a really rough weekend. I'm not going to lie. Okay, let's lighten the mood. I need to talk to you about The Valley because I'm all caught up and it is the greatest source of entertainment since I don't know what. It is so good. This is what Bravo needs. We need reality television amateurs. We can't put people on television who know how to beat the system. We need rough, we need diabolical, and we need mediocre all at the same time. And The Valley is just the perfect combination of all the things. Let's start with Jesse and fucking Michelle. Jesse does make my vagina invert or dehydrate. I'm not sure. I didn't graduate high school. Their marital tension is what we need as consumers. It is hard to watch. It is hard to digest. She fucking hates him. He knows she fucking hates him. And here's what I find interesting. Their whole method of superiority is that they live near Chateau Marmont and all these peasants most of which who own homes, homeowners in the valley. And that's beneath them because they want to be in with the action because they're real estate tycoons. Nobody with good taste or, true financial security in a tasteful way has that fucking bed frame with those fucking Hermes pillows and those side tables. Okay. I'm just saying, like, before you hyperflex on these hoes, A, get rid of the Hermes pillows, trash rats. Secondly, a little birdie told me, and I think they disclosed this in the reunion or the finale or something or some interview. I'm not shading renting at all. I'm just saying when you come in so hot, okay, with bringing your own wines and tequilas and the curators of taste and luxury, and you rent by Chateau Marmont with your fucking Hermes pillows, fuck off, okay? It's so cheese dick rat mode, okay? It's not cool. It's not a flex. You're embarrassing. You know who I fuck with? Nia and Jesse. Look at her face. What a gorgeous creature, okay? I hope that they weather the reality television storm and have a happy ending because I really am rooting for them. I think that they're a beautiful couple. I want them to move to Santa Clarita and live, laugh, love it up. Let's talk about the transfixing queen that is fucking Janet. Justice for Janet Jackson and the Valley's Janet. Now, on paper, I absolutely hate her. And I was talking to my assistant Josh about this, and we both kind of confirmed that Janet is terrible but perfection at the same time. I love her in her maxi dresses and her just mediocre yenticles. Jackie, what's a yenticle? A yenta is someone who likes to gossip, okay? Yenticles come in the form of little talons and little prongs, little tentacles that wrap around the throats of everybody else around them. They're yenticles, okay? Her yenticles have a French tip. Let's just say that. She's got a phobis punum, and granted she's pregnant, we'll give her that. But she is in there with her Home Goods wooden spatula and she is stirring it up. She is bleeding out. She is trying to secure that spot. I've never seen someone try so hard and deliver so little, but also popping off the pages of life in the most mediocre way. I heard a little rumor that Janae, as we call her, Janae was previously allegedly married and became friends with Sheena, dropped the husband, hightailed it to LA to live her big city dreams, and did everything she possibly could to get cast on a reality television show. And as a high school dropout, I can only say that even for me, that feels like a very embarrassing roadmap. But look at her. She's the American dream. She quite literally believed she could, and she did. And now she has wrapped her yenticles, her French dip biogel mani yenticles. She probably gets a fucking palm tree when she goes to Hawaii on her baby moon. And she goes to Waikiki. Okay, she's got her little French tip yenticles wrapped around every fucking castmate. She's just stirring it up, stirring it up, stirring it up. It's dismal. God bless her husband. He dressed up as a hot dog. You know, they thought that was the funniest bit in town. That she's pregnant and she loves hot dogs, so my husband's going to dress up as a hot dog. Get it? No notes for Kristen Doty. No notes. She's a fucking professional. And honestly, Jax and Britney, it's a slippery slope. It is a slippery slope. I mean, you can tell. We always knew that Jax and Britney were not on rock solid foundation. And I hurt for Britney. I hurt for them as a couple. I do not see a reconciliation in the future. I hope that they can civilly co-parent little baby Cruz. And I understand. I know I'm going to get ripped apart for saying this. I understand both sides to a degree. between, no, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. It's easier to talk about the newbies. I've flown too close to the sun before and baby got burned. I think Nia and Jesse are perfect. I love them. I think Michelle and Jesse, I hope they both stay on for season 2. I think it'll be a fucking wild ride. Although, I think the most interesting thing about Michelle and Jesse is their marital troubles. So if that's not unfolding, I don't need to see Michelle hit the town and get her groove back. She's not a big enough personality to secure a role just for her redemption story, because I just don't care. I want to see them yard sailing their rental property with those probably Amazon Hermes pillows, and maybe working on their marriage. That to me is far more interesting, but we're going to see how it goes. Chris and Dodie, no notes, still rocking a romper, still slinging t-shirts. We love her for it. She is a true professional and a beacon of light in a world of darkness. And quite simply, that's what's bringing me joy this week, okay? And I just want to thank you all for supporting me through these dark times and letting me trauma dump on you, and really just creating an environment where I feel safe and secure enough to purge my deep, dark secrets to you. And go Chargers. That was my school mascot. One that I can't claim because I didn't graduate college, didn't graduate college and also didn't graduate high school. Thank you so much, everybody. Please give me 5 stars on iTunes. The 1-star reviews, they are flowing in, but I've been going through a difficult time, everybody. We won't get into it because I'm trying to keep it light and fluffy. Okay, it's just family trauma. Anyways, love you all, and I'll talk to you next week. Can I graduate?